All right, look. Just spray the small of my back. Just not a lot, just a little bit.
All right, let's see. Ready?
We're really doing this right now.
Okay. That's good.
I got it all the way to the butt crack.
Oh my God. I'm okay, really.
No, you're not, man.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Oh yeah.
John Bird, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing better than you, unfortunately.
Tony Gump, what about you?
Back's feeling great. No problems here.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
You know who you need to talk to?
Samson.
No, Dr. Dingling.
No, I don't.
No, that's right. It's chicks only. That's right.
Chicks only. All right, so I've got the infamous tinge unit
Yeah.
that we used on your taint.
Here, let me adjust it for you.
I don't think so. This is the tinge unit, but when we bought it, it only came with 2 pads, which ended up between your balls and your rectum a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And I didn't have any more pads. So
what a way to start the show.
I ended up, and I actually ended up saying on the radio that we put it on your taint for the first time. I hadn't said that yet. So I had to do that because I had to explain why I didn't have any of these pads and how I needed the audience to step up. I was asking the audience to help me find a place that had them. And then some people started hitting me up. They're like, I'm from here. You can come get them, blah, blah, blah. Well, then this awesome lady, Christy, says, I'll come up there and I've got some. I'll drop them off and you'll have some.
Dude.
And so she works for a company where she travels around with medical supplies and stuff. And so she dropped us off a slew of them. So now we can... instead of just making it a one-off, we can shock your taint every week.
No.
We got plenty of pads.
No.
And then we'll turn around and we'll sell the pads for money.
Oh, God, no. That was a one-off for sure.
Those got mailed out today, by the way. So, Jimmy Jam, if you're watching this, your taint pads are on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm actually a little nervous about this after what I've done to you, so I'm going to...
Could you imagine if they opened up the box to inspect it and what they saw? Like USPS or whoever?
Well, yeah, with my name, I signed John on one, Bird on the other.
Yeah, you
God.
did. Okay, I'm turning it... God, this makes me nervous.
What are you on?
1.
One. I couldn't even feel it when I was on
I've
one.
done it. I did it a while back. When last time my back was.
Come on, dude. You do men do. Come on.
I know. I know, but
What?
it's pinching me.
You'll get used to that. Did you put water on your back?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're supposed to
Oh
put
my God.
water
Yes.
Dang.
Turn that off.
Go get the boxes over there. Crap. Do I gotta spray my back?
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna have to come spray my back.
Don't worry, I'll pat your back down.
There's a spray bottle in that box. Look, right there where the middle finger is. Man, these things are.
Yeah, dude, that's why.
They're so. Yeah. All right, look. Just spray the small of my back. Just not a lot, just a little bit.
All right, let's see.
Ready?
We're really doing this right now.
Okay. That's good.
I got it all the way to the butt crack.
It is. It's dripping down my crack now.
Oh, God.
I was wondering. I was like, dude, I don't remember it pinching me like that.
I mean, surely it was water, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
With taint juice.
Don't you remember the Shawshank Redemption? What happened when they didn't put the sponge? They put a dry sponge on what's his name's head.
Man, maybe that's why they felt so sticky, is because I didn't put any water on it.
It'll be better now. You crank it up now.
Yeah, that was Shawshank. I was thinking Green Mile, but I think you're right. That was Shawshank when that happened.
No. It's Green Mile.
Is it Green Mile?
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay, it was a good
Cajun,
guess.
little Cajun guy.
Right.
That's right, because when you go to Mandu and you don't put enough water on the pads, they sting. Damn, what an idiot.
I can't believe I remembered that. I've only seen that movie like one time.
Gosh, I've seen it a million times.
I've seen Shawshank a million times, but I've only seen Green Mile like once, maybe twice.
They're great. They're not interchangeable, but they're so great together. Mm-hmm. I mean, like you can watch one and the other, and you kind of get that. You get the same emotions and all that.
Yeah.
You know. How about it? What are we on?
What?
Come on, dude. You're sprayed up fine. What?
There we go. Ooh. God, how did you handle this on your tank?
What a wuss.
I don't know how you did this on your tank meat. That had to. Oh. Okay. I'm good. Let's just let it sit for a minute, and I'll get used to it. It's on 1.5. It's on 2.
All right, 2.
Yeah, what you do all the time.
I know, but it's being done by a professional, and I'm not doing it myself.
Well, what you can do is in a few minutes, bump it up a little bit once you're used to it, because you want to get down and working the muscles.
Well, at least I'm going to be sitting up straight for this show, unlike previous shows. Okay, I'm good. What's new?
You can't even think straight.
What is going? What are y'all doing? Like, what's life like?
Well, there's like prostate cancer going around. Apparently, there's shipwrecks. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the news.
I feel like it's getting stronger.
Yeah. Oh, my car broke down again.
Oh.
Yeah. What happened?
The best way to describe it is I'm driving along. And you might hit a little bump or something. That's the way it started. And I guess, let's paint a picture. If you are staying at a seedy motel, okay, and you're on the bottom floor, and then there's a room above you, and there's this young couple that are just like going to it all night.
Getting after it.
But the bed is old, and you hear... That's the sound that I hear, and now it's gotten so bad. It's like... Yeah, it's like really bad.
So it's like somebody's getting the freak on under your hood.
Yes, basically. And even when I turn the wheel, when it's parked, it goes... But so I'm taking it in Wednesday, and I'm gonna.
Is this an easier fix than the previous one?
Oh yeah, he said he could probably do it in one day.
Okay, because the previous one cost like what, $400?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one will be like 140.
Well, I guess that's better.
Yeah, because it's
140 more than it should be, but not for Chris. It just means your car get messed up. Right. We actually love Chris. He's awesome.
I just have to keep reminding myself what I paid for it.
Yeah, and I mean you're John Bird. You know how many people across the country wish they could be John Bird? So you got to remember, like, I know the value of life you have someday seems kind of low, but you got to remind yourself how many people watch this podcast or, formally listen to you on the radio. Hopefully we'll again soon. That really like you.
Well, I put on a good face. I got a smiling face, and I like to be zany and and all that. But when I get home and my roommate's forgotten to turn on the lights and it's dark,
oh God!
And I go in there and I turn on my little lamp,
and he hears,
oh, man.
And I sit down in the chair, and the darkness starts to come. And it descends on my brain.
Oh, no.
But you know what helps me? What he said.
Which was?
Wait. What he said. What he said. I'm pointing to Andrew, which was talking about, the people out there that really care. And, I love to connect. And when bad things happen to me, it's just a part of my life. It's followed me around most of my life.
I find myself laughing when I go back and watch some of our shows. I mean, even if it's one we just did and I go back that night and I watch it, I laugh.
Yeah, and Brimley watches, she never misses one. She'll watch one before she goes to bed. Nice. And she said it puts her to sleep, but in a good way.
Whoa, Brimley.
No. In a good way. That's, her way of relaxing.
Yeah, well, that's good.
You know.
Yeah, Trisha's the same way. She watches all the episodes. Of course, she's the one that's got to put them on a website. But and by the way, for the new people, Andrew McLain Who.com. That's our website.
We hadn't said that in a while.
Yeah, Trisha works really hard on that website.
Yeah, speaking of personal stuff, lately, just this past week or two, Amy and I have been strategizing with the vape shop, and we've had to stop ordering a lot of our products, and they're just selling out. So if you want disposable vapes in Alabama, you got like maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks to be able to get them, or else it'll be illegal to sell them.
Yeah, we didn't want to bombard you guys and just put it out there, but I guess it'd be okay to tell the podcast audience, like, if you want to get your disposable vapes, almost, is it all of them, or is there going to be a couple left? Don't know.
It's all of them, unless I want to have the views or the enjoy. Like, there's a couple.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do those.
Oh hell no, man. I mean that.
And of course they made it.
Yeah, tobacco companies.
Yeah, same company that killed my mother. I don't want to sell their product. I refuse to do that. So, but if you come in our shop June 2nd or 1st, actually, and you look at the disposable section, it's going to be completely empty.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you guys, the Vapor Forge is currently making adjustments to try to survive while everything else goes down, litigation and all kind of stuff.
So just thought I'd throw that in there real quick.
I gotta be in court in the morning for my kid, my 15-year-old, who, and y'all know about this. I don't know if I mentioned it on the show, but he got jumped by an 18-year-old while he wasn't looking, got his head smashed against the wall.
And this is in school, man.
Yeah, in the bathroom. Smashed his head against the wall, gave him a concussion, choked him till he blacked out and all this stuff. And, he didn't have the ability to defend himself because the guy came up from behind. And apparently the kid was, I don't even want to call him a kid. This 18-year-old.
He's a man. He's 18.
Was headed in there to beat up somebody that was allegedly making fun of his sister. Well, that wasn't Peyton. It was another kid. But this 18-year-old didn't bother to try to verify who it was. He just went after Peyton. And so when Peyton's in the nurse's office, that guy's sister comes in and is like, I'm so sorry. I told him it was so-and-so that was making fun of me. And now the sister is like, well, it really wasn't even that big of a deal when I told him. It's just, So even the kid that was making fun of her, apparently for her, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh, man, that didn't look good for him.
No. Well, he got sent to alternative school, and he's going to miss his graduation and all that. So
not enough.
No,
if you're 18, you don't pick on a 15. You don't pick on anybody for that matter, but,
Well, that's why we're going to court, because we're racking up medical bills at this point, and, 2 weeks alternative school right before the end of the school year's not enough. So that's what I got to do.
The cops seem to be waiting for him. That's cool.
Yeah. So we'll see. What else?
Now, I got to say, I've had the wind knocked out of me, but I've never blacked out from somebody like physically choking me or anything like that.
I don't think I have either.
I haven't either. The only time I blacked out is when I was younger, when I would get so angry I wanted to kill people.
Should we do?
Unalive.
Oh, Dad, burn it.
Well, he said it about his mom earlier too, so that's two unalive.
It's just ridiculous.
Far.
No violence here.
Should we? I've seen they did this on Bubba's show. Mm-hmm. They would bring in a professional MMA fighter and have him put one of their co-hosts in a sleeper hold until he blacks out. Would you be willing to do something like that?
I would be afraid of injury.
Yeah.
For the fighter.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to injure any guests.
As soon as he tried, to hit me, of course, I might go back to my when I was younger and get, just like crazy. I'm going to unalive him mad and pass out myself.
Yeah, that's
so
a
how are
good
you
point.
going to know that he did it?
And then you're going to wake up and there's going to be a unalived MMA fighter.
Yeah, and I'm like, what did I do, guys? What did I do? And you all won't be here.
Yeah, that's a great point. We won't do that.
Yeah.
We'll just keep doing taint stunts, I guess. I don't know.
Shock the taint.
Shock the taint. God, imagine how Bubba used to do shock the puss, but we're not even close to that, so we're just shocking each other's taint.
It's just, it's 12-year-old stuff.
Yeah.
I like to say 13-year-old stuff, but most people say 12.
So everybody, y'all know that Trisha's dad passed away on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saturday, they did a little get-together at her uncle's house. where everybody came together and just hung out, spent some time, told some stories about Dwight and everything else. And it was really good. I think it was much better than a traditional funeral. And I was meeting family members I'd never met before. Well, Trish is talking to one of her family members, or aunt or something, and she's like, yeah, I watch Andrew's podcast. And the look on Trish's face, she almost had a stroke. She's like, oh, my God. And this is in the nice part of town.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
I know what she means with all my female cousins. I mean, I know exactly how she feels.
She was like, oh, my God, please don't tell me that's true. So...
yeah, and it'd have been worse if her aunt had said, and especially the Friday Night Lives. I love those.
I loved watching Bird shock his tape. Oh, too good, too good. Also, a lot of new members on the pod, which was kind of an experimental thing we were doing. YouTube offers a $4.99 membership where you can get extra content from any given channel. That would be our channel in this case. And we've gone from having like 4 members to about 40. And so we're trying to get that number up. If you are watching this podcast, you can go to our YouTube channel. The only thing, you can't do it from your iPhone. You have to do it from a browser. You can do it from your Safari on your iPhone or your Android or a desktop, laptop, whatever, and there will be a join button there. People kept asking me, when you go to the channel on your iPhone, there's no join button. I don't know why iOS hadn't got it or whatever. But that's the way to do it. It's $4.99 a month. I mean, if you pay $4.99 and you decide before the end of that month that you don't like what we're offering extra for members, then cancel it. We don't care.
Yeah.
We'd like you to at least test it out. And our boy... who was it? Mike Crest and Jimmy Jam just been throwing out subscriptions too, which that's the importance of joining on the Friday night live videos, because you might get yourself a free membership.
Yep.
Because these guys are showing some love. So thank you to those guys, man, because they got our numbers up big time. News-wise, what do we got? Boat crash. Apparently it's boats from the Mexican Navy.
Yeah.
What's the Mexican Navy doing here?
Probably smuggling something.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of trafficking. Like, what's going on? So here's footage. And first, I'm like, that's a pirate ship, you know?
Exactly.
It looks like something that would be, at a ride at Disney World or something, but apparently, I don't know what it is. But they got American flags
on the
on
Gulf of America.
They call it manning the. What do they call it? Manning the fields, manning the something. It's something they do. It's a traditional thing where they come through and it's ceremonial, whatever.
Now they're up on these things, aren't they?
And you can see, if you look closely, there are people up on those. What do you call them? A mast. Mm-hmm. They're up on those masts. There's a bunch of them up there. I mean, these are just people that are part of the ship crew or whatever. It's going under the Brooklyn Bridge in New York. And watch. It is obviously way too tall.
Oh, my gosh. He's not stopped turning it.
He's not going to stop.
Oh, no. Yeah, you can see the people standing up there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So it hits. That one's going down. And the people that are up there, they're like dangling. They're hanging on. Here comes the other one.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, my God. Dude.
And you can see their bodies just like kind of dangling, hanging on for dear life.
Oh my God.
And is this a tugboat pulling it?
Yeah. I think it's a tugboat's fault for the whole thing.
That's no bueno.
No bueno.
Oh, that's wild. Now, your first thought, man, they got a bunch of angles of this thing.
Oh, my gosh, and their cars.
Yeah.
Their cars right there.
And you can even see the cars kind of stop right before it. They see the lights on the right
They're
side.
like, yeah, there's a gap right there. People
Yeah.
stop. How does that even happen? I'm not a boat captain, so I'm not going to sit here and criticize this person. Here's another. This is another pretty good view of, because there was tons of people around taking video.
There's people up there.
You see him hanging? Look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
And they're just dangling. Look at them.
It's crashing.
And he's about to laugh.
Don't taste me, bro.
Dude, it's crashing.
That had to be on purpose. Yo, did you see
That had to be on purpose.
Okay, so and two people were unalive during this, and several others injured. There was a male and a female that didn't make it out. And I just, wonder what it would like to be on the ground there as it happened. There was one video out there where it's like some chick who's just like got her friend filming her. I guess she's doing like a photo shoot or something. Mm-hmm. And as it's this is it. As it's happening, she just continues to do her little, look at me, look at this beautiful background. You can knock that music out.
I was gonna say.
Look at her. She's like, oh, all right.
Watch some guy just splashing the water in front of her or something.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it.
The big thing is it's very easy to find out the distance between the Brooklyn Bridge and the water.
Right.
You can Google it.
Because it's not like the water was 3 inches higher that day.
Right.
It was, you still had a lot of mast sticking up there.
And surely somebody knows how tall the tallest mast is. Somebody screwed up royally. How do you screw up that bad on something that takes less than 5 minutes to find out?
I think it's the same thing as like you see people go through like a drive-through and they forget that they're in their camper or whatever and it's taller.
Yeah.
And just by used to going the same place, you just kind of forget the vessel you're pulling.
Yeah, but he's a ship's captain.
Oh, I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying mentally, that guy was not having.
You know
a
what?
good day.
Just why don't you go to Mexico? God.
Well, I mean, why don't you give Jose at the top of the mast like a walkie-talkie so by the time you'll get close enough, he can say, hey, I can see over the top. I can see over the top of this bridge. Like.
No bueno, no bueno.
Well, it's not even probably Mexican. It's the people, whoever is operating the tugboats. That's probably the cause of this whole thing.
Well, yeah, because, the ship can't do anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
But still, they still should have known.
It's not a good look for the Mexican Navy.
No, it's not.
Have you seen this video out of Vermont? So they had some storms come through and a tree fell in the middle of the road. We see this all the time in our area. We live around tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. This lady comes barreling through. She's probably on her phone and runs right into the tree that's obviously right there in the middle of the road.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
That's not Tesla autopilot right there.
Oh.
No.
I'm going to check on her. Yeah.
He goes to check on her. She starts to get out.
Yeah.
All right. She gets her door open. She's on her phone.
Is she bald-headed?
And she just runs away.
Oh, my God.
What?
This has to be a drug or an alcohol issue thing going on.
I don't know.
Well, she had two colored hair. So.
Well, she seemed to slow down there at the end. I think she was probably on her phone. And then, now she's got hair. Looks like it's just super blonde.
Yeah, it is. And then you see black as she's running.
It's like Cruella DeVille.
Two-tone, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, well.
Oh, well. Just pay attention, y'all. That's the moral of the story. Freaking pay attention for 5 minutes.
Get off that phone.
Then there's Joe Biden.
Joe.
Obviously diagnosed with cancer over the weekend. Totally didn't know it was there. Totally didn't. Even though we had a White House doctor and the best medical staff in the world, we had no idea
I know
that he had prostate cancer until it was like a stage 4. What is it, stage 4, stage 5?
Stage 4, yeah.
Stage 4.
That's not good.
Metastatic. What is that word? Metastatic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's metastatic to his bones. He's got cancer in his bones.
Yeah, and for the record, we all feel bad about this. For anybody that gets cancer, it's a horrible thing. I just sometimes, for some reason, think if Trump were to have prostate cancer, there'd be lots of celebration and fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
These people are just not right.
Well, they were doing it during the unaliving attempts in Butler, Pennsylvania, and everything else. But back in 22, Joe Biden was doing a speech out in front of a coal plant they had just torn down to turn it into a new green energy factory. And he actually told us that he had cancer at that time.
And because it was a 4-lane highway that was accessible, my mother drove us, and rather than us be able to walk. And guess what? The first frost, you know what was happening? You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. And why can't, for the longest time, Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation.
He said, that's why I and so many others in Delaware had cancer. That was in 22. And the media was like, well, it was just a slip up. He didn't mean to say that. Which is possible, but...
Yeah, because he throws crap out like that.
But it was obvious that something was wrong with him because he was just constantly lost. He was just blank stares all the time. Watch him getting into the Secret Service vehicle right here. Just completely lost.
Man.
Look at the Secret Service guys like, whoa. Imagine what it was like for Secret Service agents for 4 years. Just watch his face. Watch the Secret Service agent's face. What?
He went, what?
Then went and check out the black girl on the right side. Watch her. She's like, I'm gonna hold this door for you to get in, Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President.
Man.
What is this black girl doing here? That sounded like Obama. What is this black guy doing in the White House? Oh, that's me. And then there's this one. This is one of my favorites. So he's doing an interview with Nicole Wallace on MSNBC. Mm-hmm. The interview ends. All right, she comes to the end of the interview. And now normally on a news channel, when you get to the end of the interview, the interviewer thanks the guest. Mm-hmm. And then y'all both sit there as the interviewer leads you to commercial break, right? Even in radio, we do that. But not with Joe Biden.
Well, and the ones that didn't vote for your bills but run on them.
That's right.
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate
it's great to have you.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. It's a very exciting day around here. We'll have reaction and analysis to everything we just heard.
He just dips. He's like, I'm out of here. It's time for my nappy time. Watch him. Yeah, just keep him muted. Watch him. Thank you. All right. Time to go change my diaper.
And then he does the
look at her. She's like, oh, God. That's a bad look.
Oh, my gosh.
Man.
Yeah.
Poor Joe.
And again, we sit here and talk about it. It's not like something we didn't know. Mm-hmm. But I think what's amazing to me is how utterly white trash the Biden family is. And I know some people are like, oh, he's got cancer. Don't call him. They're white trash. They are. They are the first. And I'm even considering Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton from Arkansas. I love some white trash.
Yeah.
It's
Jimmy Carter, too.
Jimmy Carter. These two don't hold the candle to how white trash the Biden family is. And it's because all of those family members, as much as they try to paint this picture that they're all one big happy family and they all love each other and blah, 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 they will stab each other in the back to get what they want. Mm-hmm. Jill Biden, look what she put her husband through in order to maintain the status of living as first lady. She was pushing him to run for a second term.
Big time.
And so was Hunter Biden because he wanted protection.
Yep.
And they didn't care about Joe Biden as a human.
No.
Or as a dad or as a husband. They were just worried about themselves. It was only 1 week ago that Joe Biden dragged Joe Biden onto The View. Oh, okay? There's no reason Joe Biden should be doing any interviews, but she takes him on The View, and this is what it sounded like.
The projects, the benefits. How do you lead the world without having the best infrastructure? How do you lead the world without having the best health care? How do you lead the world without having the best education system? How do you lead the world when you don't have that done?
You have no idea what he's saying.
That's because of him. I think I heard health care in there.
How do you lead the world? It's crazy.
Gosh.
And then at one point during that interview, Joe Biden had to intervene and pick up the slack, and she just told people how it is. She's like, here's the deal. nobody can run circles around Joe Biden. Joe Biden runs circles around everybody else. Watch this part of that interview.
Mr. President, since you left office, there have been a number of books that have come out, deeply sourced from Democratic sources, that claim in your final year there was a dramatic decline in your cognitive abilities. In the final year of your presidency, what is your response to these allegations, or are these sources wrong?
They are wrong. There's nothing to sustain that. Number one. Number two, you know, think of what we were left with. We were left with a circumstance where we had an insurrection when I started, not since the Civil War. We had a circumstance where we were in a position that the pandemic, because of the incompetence of the last outfit, ended up over 1 million people dying. 1 million people dying. And we're also in a situation where we found ourselves unable to deal with a lot of just basic issues, and which I won't go into
because of you.
Of time. And so we went to work.
Look, Jill's getting fidgety. She's about to step in.
You know, one of the things that well, and
Alyssa, you know, one
she
of
was
the
waiting.
things
She was
I think
waiting.
is that the people who wrote those books were not in the White House with us, and they didn't see how hard Joe worked every single day.
No, we did.
He'd get up, he'd put in a full day, and then at night he would, I'd be in bed, you know, reading my book, and he was still on the phone reading his briefings.
Look at him, he's gone.
My God.
Working with staff. I mean, it was nonstop. It's the White House, being president is not like a job. It's a lifestyle. It's a life that you live. You live it 24 hours a day. That phone
Blank
can
stare.
ring at 11 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning.
Oh,
it's constant. You never leave
I like
it.
how he's crossing
And
his
Joe
arms when
worked
she's talking.
really hard. I think he was a great president. And if you look at things today, if you look at things today, give me Joe Biden anytime.
Okay.
He looks like that puppet.
You see his face? Go back like 5 seconds and watch his face when they pan to him. Can't believe she said that.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing that she actually said those things.
Who is the guy that does the puppets that's so famous?
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony, grab a picture of the old man puppet.
Yeah, it looks
I
just
know
like
what you're talking
it looks like him.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's why Jill Biden's an awful person. She put him up to that, and she's like, "Yeah, he's up at 2 o'clock in the morning working." It's nobody believes that.
There he is with his arms crossed.
Yep.
The first one's fine.
Yep. Look at that.
Yep.
That's him. Go ahead and save that. We'll use that for the cover photo.
Yeah.
We'll put that on the cover. Yeah, he's just I don't know, man. It was just fascinating to see her just drag him through that. And again, I'm not expressing sympathy for Joe Biden on that front, but I'm just showing you how awful of a human being Joe Biden is. Plus, just to add to the white trashness of all of this, an affinity for babysitters. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Doug Emhoff impregnated his babysitter. We all remember that.
Oh, God.
And Joe met Jill because his wife had died or was dying, and Jill was the babysitter, an underage babysitter at that. And that's how their relationship got kicked off.
Oh.
So if it could get any more trashy, I mean, it's
The Biden hillbillies.
who has a more normal romantic relationship than Jill and Joe Biden? And obviously, I'm thinking people that have a strange relationship, but
romantic.
Yeah,
Talking
Kanye,
like Big Mike, or
Kanye,
okay.
well, yeah, Big Mike and Barack Obama, Kanye and his girl. Mm-hmm. That's a more normal relationship. Who else is an odd couple? How about Joe Exotic and his? You know, he's constantly going through boyfriends, but Joe Exotic's probably got more of a like intact romantic relationship, like normal romantic relationship than the Bidens.
Normal, okay.
He was dating And maybe you can find this this social media post. He was dating this Mexican guy that he was in prison with. Remember, Joe Exotic's still in prison.
Yeah.
This is the Tiger King.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
He's still in prison, and he had been dating a Mexican guy. Well, apparently ICE had showed up to their prison, and now they're deporting his husband. His latest husband.
I think I found it.
Yeah, this is the post right here.
Here we go.
This is from his Instagram. They have officially taken him to an ICE detention center and is hearing to either stay in America or go back to Mexico. POTUS and Stephen Miller, don't you think between losing my life's work, my parents, and now this, that I've suffered enough? It's time to watch season 2 of Tiger King and see they admitted on world television they committed perjury and let me go. For hashtag free Joe Exotic. Poor guy. I personally think they should let Joe Exotic go. But
He's an American treasure.
Yeah, and even if you do it under a condition of, you're on house arrest and you can only be on your property, but you're also required to make a new documentary.
Yeah, but you have to use stuffed animals, like a stuffed tiger. You can't be around actual animals.
I don't know, man.
I kind of think the guy was set up a little bit.
It did seem that way. I mean, with Tiger King, he was a crazy guy, and he likely he did commit various crimes. But I think he was just a nuisance for that area to where they tried to find a way to get rid of him. And that's not odd. I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
People have that done to them. But, God, what a documentary that was. And it was right there during COVID, and it kind of brought everybody together.
It was riveting.
He's got those, he's out there with his cane, and Tiger, bites his leg, tries to rip his leg off. It was just so good, man.
Well, I thought they had that one employee that got bit by the tiger and lost their hand or their arm or something.
Yeah.
And then there was also what's her name? Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
That bitch.
Yeah. She should be in prison.
Yeah, I agree. She's the ultimate villain.
I think her place is near the Tampa area, actually.
Yeah, they're around there somewhere. Yeah. I wonder how hard it would be for us to get Joe. I mean, we've already talked to people from prison. Mm-hmm. How hard do y'all think it would be for us to get in contact with Joe Exotic under the pretense of we're a conservative talk show? We know your guy just got hemmed up by ICE. Would you want to come on our show and talk about it?
Absolutely. I think he would. He loves the spotlight.
Would either of y'all be willing to try to get a hold of him? Would you do it? I mean, I just don't want to give him my number.
Well, also give him my number?
Yeah, but
all right, here's what we need to do. We need to get a Google number. We've talked about that. And then that way we can use that number.
Well, so see if he's got a website. But type in Joe Exotic website. Surely he's got some
it'd be great
sort of
to have him on.
Or I guess I could just message him on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, and I could, I'll write him a little theme song.
Let's see. Is there a? No. There's just his Instagram. There's a YouTube. Yeah, type in Joe Exotic website. Yeah. Joe Exotic official. Okay.
He checks it all the time.
Oh yeah, he's got probably one or two handlers. What? Look at all that merch.
Save Elvis balls. What's he talking about?
See if there's a contact. Yeah, there's contact up at the top. Click that tab. Write Joe. We have to write him a letter.
Mail?
Oh, there's a. Oh no, that's his mailing address.
Yeah.
5 pages maximum. I thought it said minimum. I'm like, geez. All right, so maybe we're gonna have to send him a letter, or I could just. We need to get a hold of his handler, which is
Dear Joe.
I don't know who that is.
Well, if we have Joe on the show, then we have to invite Carol Baskin one time just so you get both sides of the issue.
No, fuck that bitch.
No, we ain't got to do that.
And speaking of Joe Biden, speaking of that prostate cancer thing, they know he's had it for a long time. I think there's there's no coincidence that they're coming out with it now, because a lot of people are getting ready to be in a lot of trouble. And this kind of gives him his way out of getting in trouble for things, because he never did pardon himself.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's
just my own personal thought.
Well, remember on Friday's show, we played a little bit of that Robert Herr audio where he didn't even know when his son died.
Yeah.
And all that. So, okay, so I've got the opportunity to... I can message him on Twitter. And this is likely going to go to his handler.
Well, it doesn't hurt to give it a shot.
Pull up a Twitter real quick and just type in Joe Exotic in the search, and we'll pull up his account real fast. Joe Exotic. And click that top one. Yep. So there he is.
Okay.
Oh, he just posted something 30 minutes ago. Look at that first post. What does that say? Just so the press knows, we got married in November of 24, and they dumped him at the border to defend himself. While on a bus in Monterey, the cartel took over the bus and stole his money and phone and beat him. I don't mind deportation because it's the law and we knew this was coming. However, when they come to America for shelter from the bad, America could at least make sure they are returned safely. At Real Donald Trump, at Stephen Miller, at the Screw Mag, at TMZ. I will not stop asking President Trump for a pardon, nor will I stop supporting him. At some point, he must admit that it's time for me to go free. And yes, I will go to Mexico to be with my husband until he can return legally.
Wait a minute. If they're married, can't he stay? Doesn't that make him a United States citizen through marriage?
I don't think so. I think they've changed the rules on that. And plus, if you're already detained, if you're already in prison,
yeah.
Unless, wait, is he in prison? Is the husband in prison or no? Did it look like that last photo we were watching on the last tab? Was it a prison photo from his Instagram? The Instagram picture. Was it him? And were they in?
I'm not sure.
What you call it? Go back to that very first tab. Oh no, yeah, just do re-up and close tab on the top bar.
Oh my bad.
See if it pulls that back up. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's in prison with him.
Prison.
So he must have been already arrested for something, and then once you get arrested and you're illegal, you get an ICE detainer, so you're there until ICE picks you up.
I just noticed this dude's got Tiger King tattoo on his left forearm. What,
dude? Oh, that's bad.
Oh my gosh.
He's got it bad for Joe Exotic.
Yeah, man, it'd be great if we could get him on Zoom or Facebook. You know, I mean, with him being a celebrity, he might have.
I'm still waiting for Alex Stein, man. I wish he would come on.
I know, dude. If we get Joe Exotic on before we get Alex Stein, I'm gonna rub that in Alex's face, and I'm gonna be like, "Look, dude. Even Joe Exotic came on this show, and he's in prison.
Yeah.
So, cut me some slack, Cole."
Yep.
I'll text Lummy today and see where we're at on that, because Lummy has actually been trying, but Alex has been so busy. I hadn't seen a whole lot of content coming out of him lately, so maybe he's on a break. Maybe
he was
this is the
busy
week.
for a while there, though, for sure.
He was. There are people that are self-deporting. There have been incentives given to illegals by the Trump administration, saying if you do it the right way, you go through this app, we'll give you $1,000 and a bus ticket or a plane ticket to get home. But there are others that are U.S. citizens that are so distraught over the deportations, they're deporting themselves.
Gosh.
Which I don't know. I mean, if you're a U.S. citizen,
you're not deporting yourself. You're just moving to another country.
Well, that's this lady right here. She's from Haiti, which is an absolute hellhole right now. Yeah. And she claims she's going back to Haiti.
I don't want to live in this climate. And despite people will say, despite everything happening in Haiti, it's home. I'd rather be home. I'd rather be home and take care of home and make home better instead of being somewhere that myself and my people are not welcome.
That is just one of the reasons Rebecca Antoine has decided it's time to go.
I had to reflect last year, and I'm like, okay, Port-au-Prince is not getting better anytime soon, but I want to go back. And I don't.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Oh,
what?
God.
Look, oh, well, never mind. It's
My
fine.
bad.
If you do a reopen deal, and if you look at the first comment on this post, this is a picture of what Haiti looks like. Click on that. That's where she's going. They don't want me here in America.
What's going on over here?
Uh-oh. Joe Exotic's next victim. Next husband.
Man.
Wild, man. Wild stuff.
Freaky.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird time to be alive, I guess.
Yes, it is.
It's a weird time to be alive.
This might be the first episode we've had in a while where we didn't have like blue-haired people and just that whole thing going on. It's it's quite refreshing.
Do you want some? I can find some.
Oh, you can find them all day long. I know, but I just happened to notice that towards the end here. I'm like, holy crap, we didn't have one Trans Am or one blue-haired anything.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything. Usually, we kind of, when it comes to this show, I don't ever want to come on here and repeat what we did on the radio show. Sometimes I have to an extent, but we kind of hastily put this podcast together, and I don't say that to devalue this podcast. I'm just saying we get on here and we just try to be ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And all we need is just a couple headlines. What's the big things of the day? And we'll discuss it and go from there. And then occasionally we'll throw in an Angry Shakespeare.
It's just, I just no protest on this episode. Hopefully this is going to become more of a thing and we won't see him as much, because that stuff's getting old. I'm getting like Tesla fatigue or whatever, you want to call that one.
Yeah.
I've officially gone 40 minutes.
You never turn that thing off?
Nope. Let it ride, baby.
Nice. I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you have an Angry Shakespeare for us?
Yes, I do.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I do. Tony and I did a half dozen on Saturday.
Really?
Yeah. Epic.
Right.
What is what's the name of this one? Good evening.
On What You're On.
On What You're On, and who did it?
Well, he'll
okay. Yeah, we'll let Shakespeare explain here. Here is the newest installation of white men reading rap lyrics, Angry Shakespeare.
Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Angry Shakespeare Raps.
I like the hair showing.
Yeah.
Our next selection.
Got a Tupac going with it.
In the great book of rap.
What is part of the book's going?
Is On What You On by Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Glorilla. Woo! On the gang. Hey, Ski Diddy. F my hoe. F that bitch. I don't give a f about none of this shit. Leave me alone. Don't text my phone. It is what it is. I'm on what you on. F my n***. He ain't shit. Boy ain't good for nothing but dick. Flogging like you with your n***'s pussy boy. You with that bitch. What? Ask me about bitches in the city that she think I'm f***ing. Look dead in her eyes before I lie. I'd rather tell her nothing. Oh, so you ain't got shit to say now, huh, dumbass? I'd rather tell her nothing. Smirk on her face. What the f*** funny? Didn't I say change the subject? Let me know right now. What? If it ain't no future us. Why? 'Cause one too close to zero got to keep something on tuck.
What?
Shh.
What the fuck?
She like, ooh, you do too much. So? I replied, you don't do enough. Ho. Even when we be into it, I can still pull up and Ugh. Walking straight up out the house, you say I never hug and kiss you. Try and see me every weekend? Why? Damn, I need space to miss you. Know I love you, B. Our problems go away when my dick in you. When I call myself trying to do shit right, here we go, another issue. Man, f*** my hoe, f*** that bitch. I don't give a f*** about none of this shit. Leave me alone, don't text my phone. It is what it is. I'm on what you on. F*** my n***, He ain't Boy ain't good for nothing but dick. Flogging like you with your nips, puppy boy. You ain't with that bitch. All that telling folks I'm crazy. Tell them how you got me fucked up. Your mom ain't got no daughters, boy. You ain't them bitch brothers. What the fuck? Then you told me you knew that bitch ain't fucking old cheating ass, toxic ass, good dick motherfucker. Hate your ass. I be done with him today, then be at his house tomorrow. I be busting out the windows, got him switched up with his cars. He won't find shit in my phone, but them little pictures of his car. Constantly bringing up my ex and shit. He must want me to go back. Huh? I could really pop my shit for real, but I don't think he know that. Can't know that. Cut that off for good to show him that I'm on that. Motherfucker.
Hello! That was phenomenal.
Now,
Yes.
okay, here's something you have to realize. I'm going to start with the tamest one. So it gets bad from here.
Really?
Each one. It was so bad that there are two that I did not do.
Could we preview?
No.
Not preview, but can you tell us, do you have a list of the songs?
Tony can see them.
Yeah, I guess I could.
If you could just read us, because but also at the same time on the file names, you don't ever put the.
We'll be able to tell
the artist.
We'll be able to tell. Hold on, because one or two of them was filthy.
Yeah. And one of them was so long we did a part 1 and a part 2.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Let's see.
Angry Shakespeare.
Let's see.
OTL.
Is it under OTL or has it got its own folder?
Does it have a green screen folder? If not, it'll just be in Angry Shakespeare, and then you can hit the time modified, and it'll put it which ones are first.
Okay, is that above this or below it? So I just search it. Angry Shakespeare.
Yeah, there's a folder. Yeah.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So
those are the most recent ones up there.
Okay, yeah. So you got for
Forgot About Dre.
Yeah,
1 and 2.
Yeah, featuring
Eminem.
Eminem and Two Live
This is
Crew.
a play. That's actually a play.
Real in part 1 and 2.
Yeah, N
Okay.
stands for N.
That one's
Yeah.
epic.
2 Live Crew. Do What Diddy?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was filthy.
That's
Snoop Dogg with Lay Low. She better lay low. Lay low. Lay low.
That one's pretty rough.
On What You Want. That's what we just did. And so those are the ones. Wrong N to F with is a previous one.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so we got some good ones coming up, but I got to get them all edited together and stuff.
Very excited. I know Trisha's excited too now that her family members watch the podcast.
I couldn't imagine having like a skit like Dr. Dingling or Angry Shakespeare. My family members watching it. I just don't know how you do that.
Do we have any Dr. Dinglings coming up?
I wrote a script today, and Epic doesn't describe. Yeah, so he's got 3 people asking questions this time.
Oh, okay. So it's another Dr. Ding
Ask
Q&A.
Dr. Dingling, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So and then he has sexual position advice at the very end. He just says what the name is and then describes what it is.
Like describes it verbally or visually?
No, I mean he may act it out some while he's saying it.
You really should. You really should make sure Dr. Dingling gets on the bed, kind of like you did that one time.
Yeah.
And just show us. Maybe we could get him a blow-up doll. And that way, we could order a blow-up doll on Amazon, and then you could really show us.
All right, if we're gonna do that, I really need to
It'd be for educational purposes.
Yeah, of course.
Guys,
can we go to Amazon real quick?
Oh my God!
Let's
Here
just
we go.
pull up Amazon, and as long as it's not showing any personal info, we can show it on the screen. And just Google life-size blow-up dolls.
Oh God! if my wife looks at my browse history. No, I'm scared. Okay.
That's a blow up person.
Yeah. Okay.
Doll.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
All
Okay.
right.
See, there's options.
So, Bird, yeah, you could. Okay, here we go.
That one right there is only $16.99. That first one.
What about this one?
Yeah, you want to go with that one?
Chicks only, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
so
they get evidently get.
would you like a black girl? There's a black girl down on the next row.
I don't know. They're not.
like-
Oh wait, she's got lips that actually lead to how do I describe that?
Fellatio, I guess.
That's not what I was gonna say. Anyway, there's a lot of options there, so you can.
Is that a sheep? Is that a sheep?
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god.
We could do the sheep. I think if you go up to the row above, I think the one in the middle with the nurse's outfit's probably the best. We'll go with that one.
She could be my receptionist.
That's right, Dr. Dingling and
Bambi
and
is a receptionist.
Nurse Perry
Bambi.
Beaver. I don't know.
Oh god.
All right, so there we go. Grow a girlfriend on the left.
Grow a girl.
How about that?
Oh my gosh.
God, there's so many options.
Big Betty. What the?
Is that a squirrel?
Yeah. What do you do with that? What does that got to do with blow up?
That's just a hand with fingers.
3 aliens.
Huh.
Okay, can't show that. Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and cut this off. Let's go ahead and get us in trouble. We got to do final words anyway. So, with that, Tony Gump, start us off, buddy.
All right, final words. If you're ever going to look up blow-up dolls on Amazon, make sure you're not on your wife's account because you'll probably hear about it later. Whoops. So, sorry about that.
She actually walked in when you started searching that.
Yeah.
Ironically enough.
Yeah, panic attack over here. Get plenty of water, meat, sunlight, and sleep. If you like disposable nicotine vapes in Alabama, get them at your stores as quick as you can. Stay positive, everybody, and there's always a door open when one closes. So
that's right, John Bird.
Yep.
Are your doors closed?
Yes.
Well, there's some other ones open, so you need to start looking for them.
I need to find them.
Final words.
My final words is just one word, actually. Create. What, John? What the hell are you talking about? I want you to create. Don't create chaos. Be creative with yourself. Maybe you wrote poems when you were younger. Write another one. It may suck, but it doesn't matter. You're being creative. Of course, I always talk about learning the guitar. There are a lot of different things that you can do. Just like with Dr. Dingling, you and the wife, or you and the husband can try some different sexual positions. You can be creative with it. No matter what you do, you can be creative. Don't let that mind shrivel. You want to be creative. For instance, I have started doing something that is a little different, but I've started painting my toenails.
Oh my God.
And but I'm not just painting a regular thing. I'm painting, and I think is very creative. I'm painting faces on them. So what I'll do, and you can wiggle them. So what I'll do is I'll be barefoot, and I have my feet out in front of me, and I have my guitar, and I'll be playing and singing. I'll be wiggling my toes, and I can pretend like I'm at a big concert. So maybe you guys could join in, and then we would have 30? 10, yeah, we could have 30 people. Everybody paint their toes and do that. So try that.
Yeah.
Maybe David Lynham should try that. Maybe you tell jokes and stuff. Well, you can practice with your toes.
All right. Thanks, John Bird.
Thank you.
Until next time. See you, God!